Hiya! Welcome to LSB Feasters radio channel, where we keep great radio from the past alive. And today, we're going to New York City and News Radio 88 WCBS. WCBS was a staple for New York City for decades, delivering breaking news and information to its listeners. WCBS was known for its in-depth coverage of local, national, and international events. The station has played a vital role in keeping New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut informed. WCBS had a team of experienced journalists and reporters like Charles Osgood, Lou Adler, Jim Donnelly, Pat Parson, Ben Farnsworth, Don Swaim, Jeff Caplan, Wayne Cabot, and so many other names have kept New Yorkers informed. The station's commitment to providing reliable and accurate news has made it a trusted source for countless New Yorkers, from the station's launch in 1967 till it came to an end in 2024. In August 2024, the company that owned WCBS, Odyssey, decided the station would no longer continue with its all-news format. Odyssey would keep 880 in its stable of stations, while Good Karma Broadcasting would program the station and flip it to ESPN New York. All right, let's listen to the final moments before the flip and the launch of ESPN Radio. All right, let's go back to 1958 and a news report with Hal Simms. Got to thank Scott Brown for passing along this piece of audio from the Don Swaim collection. So 1958 and it's 88 WCBS New York.
I like those tiny little tea leaves in Tetley tea.
This is Jack Sterling. This is WCBS, AM and FM, New York. And now to bring us up to date from the newsroom, and then we'll be right back.
Good morning. This is Hal Simms with the 8:30 a.m. news headlines from the WCBS newsroom. Brought to you by Dan and Yogurt. Keep young with yogurt. Here's the news. There's another Cubana airliner missing. Again, Cuban rebels are believed to have seized it. Aboard are 28 persons, including an American, who is believed to be a serviceman en route to the United States Naval Base at Guantanamo. It's quiet in the Formosa Strait this even-numbered day of the month. The Nationalist Defense Ministry on Formosa says there has been no firing so far today. The Army says its Redstone missile can now be considered operational. Last night, the 24th test in the last 2 years completed the series. The United States may have another go at shooting the moon as early as tomorrow morning. An official at Cape Canaveral, Florida, the launching site, says this time the moon rocket will be equipped with a special device to counteract any deviations in its trajectory. Strikers against the Greyhound Bus Company in eastern states reportedly have been ordered back to their jobs. Officials of the union and company have signed an agreement for the return to work, although there is no official word so far on a settlement of the contract dispute. An Air Force C-45 from Maxwell Air Force Base crashed late last night near Town Creek, Alabama, killing the pilot. The 3 other airmen aboard were injured. 21 men marooned on an Arctic Ocean ice island are described by the Alaskan Air Command as in no immediate danger. The men, 11 airmen, 9 scientists, and Father Tom Cunningham, a noted expert on the polar regions, were marooned Sunday when the island broke in half during a violent polar storm. The Air Command is ready to rescue the men as soon as the storm abates. Gunmen killed the manager of a British bank on Cyprus today. The victim was the 20th Briton to die since October 1st, when the Greek Cypriot Underground revived its campaign of violence. You'll look better because you'll feel better. You get that young, glad-to-be-alive feeling with Dannon yogurt, because there's magic in those Dannon cultures, magical goodness that can mean tingling new fitness, a clear glowing complexion, and a trim new waistline for you. Dannon yogurt is so satisfying, it helps you stick to that diet of yours. More satisfying than milk, but with far less calories and twice as easy to digest. It's the perfect food that science made better. And there's a Dannon flavor to suit every taste, tangy, plain, or sweet and smooth fruit flavors. No matter which kind turns out to be your favorite, Dannon yogurt will do wonders for you. So keep young with yogurt. Dannon makes yogurt best. Dannon makes yogurt only. You look so great because you feel so grand. Yogurt does it, and Dannon is the brand. Now here's the weather forecast for New York City and vicinity, including northern New Jersey, Long Island, and nearby Connecticut. Partly cloudy with a chance of a brief shower today and the high in the upper 50s. Mostly clear tonight and tomorrow, with the low tonight about 40 along the coast and in the 30s inland, and tomorrow's high in the 50s. The outlook for the weekend is mostly fair and cool. At the Weather Bureau at the Battery, it's partly cloudy. The present New York City temperature is 50 degrees. The humidity is 94%. The barometer is 29.82 and rising. The wind is southwest at 9 miles an hour. The present New York City temperature, 50 degrees. This has been the 8:30 a.m. News Headlines from the WCBS Newsroom, brought to you by Dan and Yogurt. Keep young with yogurt. Hal Simms reporting. The next news broadcast will be at 9 o'clock. This is New York, WCBS AM and FM.